Tsogo Sun owns Southern Sun Hotels and a number of gaming venues, including Montecasino north of Johannesburg.
That's right. They have the dominant market position here in the Gauteng market because they also own Gold Reef and Silver Star. But we're really talking about a big group here. They own the Intercontinental brand as well, the Garden Courts, the Holiday Inns. And it comes many years in the building, a portfolio which was contributed to by both South African breweries as an investment, as well as the empowerment interests of the HCI Group, which is now their dominant shareholder.
Market cap 27.3 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 15.1, and a dividend yield here of 3.4. Tsogo Sun. Let's get the lowdown, Gary.
Yeah, we like it. I mean, out of all the groups that we're going to look at today, it's probably one of the cheaper in terms of value. So I mean, the PE of 15 is lower than most of the other guys in the sector, probably barring Pumelele. But again, most of its revenue is coming from the gambling. I think it's about 80% comes from the gambling side of things. But yeah, I mean, obviously they have a very dominant market share in Gauteng, as Paul mentioned, with the Silver Star, the Montecasino, and obviously Gold Reef City. I think what this group probably does better than the other groups is it manages to bolt on a lot of office space, a lot of retail around their casinos, which they obviously take a share of. Probably better than someone like Sun International, which has a lot of almost destination venues, which is the things like Sun City, where you have to actually travel to go and stay there to take advantage of all the extras that they can
Let's have a look at the share price performance, and you can talk to that, Paul. It'll be up there in just a second.
Well, it's been good because remember the heritage here. There was a listed entity called Gold Reef, which owned the Gold Reef City Casino. Then the interests of this larger Tsogo Group Sun was injected in 4 shares. SAB Miller, that is, got them. Then they released those, partly bought back by the company, partly taken up by HCI. So that's where you get that. Now it's big. It's 27 billion plus. It's in the Allsy 40. It's become a credible investment grade combo of gambling businesses as well as these hotels. We're talking about the coastal regions. It's got an Africa expansion plan. Marcel van Oorlog, the CEO, does well. He represents the company well. So it's really come into its own as the market leader.
Come into its own, but reflecting negativity in the share price there with a recent sell-off.
Well, I don't know what that's about. Gary, what do you think?
Does that take you by surprise?
Yeah, I think there is also still coming out. We'll see. I mean, at the moment we've had City Lodge report, we've had Sun International report, so we'll see how this one goes.
I don't expect the results to be bad. I think it's going to be a story of continuous growth, economic development. Let's talk about the Africa strategy. Big business in Mozambique, which have got that wonderful place on the marginal, the only place to stay in Maputo. They bought into the Nigerian market with some Ikoyi asset. I don't know, I've not been to Lagos. So that's a plus. Doing lots of work on their properties, like the Maharani and the Elangeni and the Durban beachfront. They're putting that together and jazzing it up and painting it. All of their casino ventures. Remember, there's a little bit of noise related to getting into the Western Cape. They tried to do a deal to buy Grand West, the stake that Grand Parade had. That's been blocked by the competition authorities. I don't know what's going to happen there next. But I just think they're going to continue.
Hot or not, Gary Boyson?
Yeah, I think on a pure valuation basis, you've got to be hot on Tsogo.
Paul, hot or not?
I don't know. I'm very tempted. I'm going to go with not hot. I just think the industry is a little overstretched. The story's a little bit run its course. So I'm going to go with not hot.